The following is a review for critical, analytical, and educational purposes only, and is protected under Article 17 and 107 in the United States Fair Use Code. This video is not an infringement on copyright. Please enjoy the video.
Well, isn't this a year for questionable film properties that shouldn't be as good as they actually are? The questionable property in this case is the Need for Speed video game franchise published by Electronic Arts, and of course video game movies have got a very poor history. But yeah, as a straightforward action movie, Need for Speed is solid. It's not great, it's not a big standout, and when it comes to the script or story, I doubt it can be called objectively good, but I can safely say that I had a good time with Need for Speed. In this revenge thriller action movie, Aaron Paul plays a wrongly convicted criminal who has to get revenge against Dominic Cooper after he is responsible for the death of one of his friends, so he travels across the country with the obligatory love interest played by Imogen Poots to make their way to a race to bring Cooper down. The main problem with the movie in terms of the story is that it completely falls apart if you ask yourself one simple but essential question. Why? Why does Imogen Poots have to travel with Aaron Paul? Why does our main character have to take part in this race? How will it take the bad guy down? Why do they do half of the things that they do in this movie? Our hero doesn't even have a plan except to race this bad guy, and while an opportunity to bring him to justice does present itself towards the end, it's something he didn't expect or prepare for. It just landed on his lap by happenstance. However, despite this being a crippling flaw for many movies, it doesn't quite take down Need for Speed. Why? Because the movie is just too much damn fun. While its action scenes might not be on the level of the last two Fast and Furious movies, it's definitely got some of the most ambitious vehicular stunts on the big screen recently, outside of that franchise. The director is Scott Wow, who directed Act of Valor, and if you haven't seen that movie, then I think you really should. I reviewed it in my 2012 Year in Film book, and it's a superbly directed film in terms of camera work and cinematography. Seriously, even though the plot is kind of weak, it's a superb looking movie. But anyway, Scott Wow comes from a family of stunt professionals, and he endeavoured to create a movie that relies entirely around practical stunts, and in that respect, Need for Speed fires on all cylinders. Seriously, some of the stuff that Scott and his team pull off in this movie is incredible. Watching Need for Speed is like watching an old Jackie Chan movie. Sure, there is a plot in there, but you're really there to see people risk their lives for the benefit of wowing and entertaining audience members with insane stunts. There's no CGI in this movie, and even if you don't like Need for Speed, you cannot deny the craftsmanship behind what happens on the screen, and if you do deny it, you're a bloody idiot. And one thing that really surprised me about this movie was the music by Shane Hurlbut. Seriously, the music is really good in this, and I understand that I'm in the minority here in terms of people who have reviewed this movie, but I actually liked the characters. Are they well written? Probably not, but they're just a lot of fun to be around. The audience I was sat with while watching this movie were laughing a lot, and they were whooping and cheering, and it was actually a really fun cinema experience to be surrounded by people on the same wavelength as the film. But because most of the dialogue is pretty poor, you may be laughing at the movie and not with it. Is Need for Speed a good movie? Probably not, but I found it incredibly admirable and engaging at points. Even though at 130 minutes long, it is at least a half an hour too long. But if you want to see insane car stunts and you want fun popcorn entertainment and some good laughs, then you really can't go wrong here. I can't guarantee that you'll be engaged throughout the entire movie, but I had a really good time with it, and I think you will as well. I give Need for Speed 3 stars out of 5.
You are out of your mind. I love it.
Ta 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 Chobi, ta 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 Chobi, ta 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 Chobi.